Hi, we are Dave and Val from Bolton.
In 2018 we converted our work van to a camper van, and along with our dog Tess we visit remote beaches, castles and other interesting historical places around the UK and Ireland.
So come along with us on our adventures.
Morning people. Today I'm going to replace the driver's side door mirror in the Citroen Relay Campervan. And the reason for that is this crack here. Crack there. And the fact that this mirror is completely seized up. So I've got a new one off eBay. So this should be applicable to the Peugeot and Fiat variants as well from 2006 onwards. Now, there are three different sizes of these mirrors: a short arm, a medium and a long arm. So I think generally the short arm is fitted to the panel vans. The medium arm will be fitted to things like tipper trucks maybe, and the long arm would be fitted to motorhomes. So this is a short arm. So the first thing we need to do is to remove this trim with a sharp tool. And then I have a trim removal tool here. There's a couple of plastic poppers in. There's another one here. And once you pull these clips off, then the trim just slides forwards towards the front of the van. So you can see these plastic lugs here, they just fit into those metal clips, so that's to come out forwards. You can see it has many years of dirt and grime in there. I think I'll give that a clean while it's off. So the mirror itself is fastened on with these 4 bolts. So the bolts are T40. They have been off before, but it looks of the way the heads of these are mangled. They're not too bad. That one's a bit of a mess. I'll have to just get a better grip on that. So once we've undone the 4 bolts, I'm going to take off the switch, and that just prizes up and lift it out. So with the switch out of the way, I need to disconnect this connector here. So on the top of the connector there's a little clip where my finger is. And to lift that up and then just give it a tug and it should come off. So I've just tied a bit of wire around it like that, so that when I pull it out I can use the wire to feed the new cable back through. And then with the bolts removed we should be able to lift it out. Now if you look, it does actually have a little loop there so it doesn't fall out when you undo the bolts, which is good. I'm just going to now unhook my little wire that I put on the cable, leave the wire in position on the door so I can just pull the new wire through. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit while it's off. So I've got the new one ready to go on. Interestingly, it has 2 plugs on this, so I'm just going to tie my wire to my wire on the mirror, pull the wire back through. So because my new mirror's got 2 plugs on, I've just taped them together with a bit of insulation tape and then taped them onto the wire that I'm going to use to draw them back through the hole. Just going to bolt the mirror back on and then we'll connect it back up. Just put a bit of anti-seize grease on the threads of the bolts. Might need to hold the mirror in and get the screws in.
As is often the case, things don't go quite to plan.
My first attempt at fitting it, and the reason for that was that I couldn't get one of the screws in as the holes are out of position. So I think what is happening, these pegs here are slightly in the wrong position. So I've just filed it flat on, you can see that. I've just put this flat on here, so hopefully I can move the mirror slightly further forward. It only needs to move about a milli or so, but I couldn't get one of the screws in. So this is what happens when you buy cheap parts on eBay, I suppose. Right, let's have another go. Okay, that's worked now. I've got all 4 bolts in. It's a bit of a pain, but just need to retrieve my wire now. So I just need to plug that back in. The white one's not used. I've just realised that this new mirror has actually got the temperature sensor on under there, which is not used on this van. So that sensor is used for the emission control system, so if you've got Euro 5 onwards then you need to use the mirror with the sensor. Okay, I've just about managed to get it in. I think it's a pretty awkward position that, because you can't get your hand in.
This operation is much easier if you have abnormally small hands.
So all that remains, put the switch back in, put the trim back on. Then we'll check that it works. Also need to just check that the indicator is working. So I'm just going to dismantle this. So if you've got a cracked glass, you can just replace the glass. Fold the mirror facing downwards like that, and get a tool under it, lift the glass out. And these are heated mirrors, so they have got the connectors for the heaters. That's the glass out. So might as well keep those for spares. Now if you've got just the back of the mirrors broke, you can actually just replace the cover. You need to unscrew these screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5, there might be more. And also you need to remove the indicator. That's those 2 little screws there. So you can just replace that indicator lens if needed. the indicator off. Bulb just twists off. So those screws are T20. That's 3, 4, 5. I think that's them all. And then should be able to pull the cover off. I need to get a tool in. Obviously I'm not bothered about damaging this because it's no good. So yeah, you can just buy this piece, the back. It's not going to help me though, because obviously mine's cracked at the front as well. You can get a wasp in here, in this one. It's dead like. So if you found this video at all useful, please give us a like.